Boomer Sooner, everybody. My name's Harry James. Sherry Cole's team got off to a rocky ending last week, ending at 1-2 last week. But this week should be a little easier playing the Kansas Jayhawks, the women's version of the Kansas Jayhawks, and in Fort Worth, and looking for the sweep of the TCU Horned Frogs in Fort Worth. And the Kansas game being in Norman. Kansas team that last year 8-22, 2-16 in Big 12 league play, and TCU at least 12-18, 4-14 in Big 12 play last season. We'll preview the Kansas and TCU women's basketball games next. Boomer Sooner 1982. Don't go away. For the Oklahoma Sooner women, won't be easy to get back to NCAA play for Sherry Cole and company, but the week gets a little easier with two games this week against Kansas and in Fort Worth against TCU. We'll first preview the women's version of the Kansas Jayhawks. Kansas last year on the women's edition went 8-22, going 2-16 in Big 12 play. Their coach is Brandon Schneider and is a 1995 grad from Wayland Baptist University. They didn't make the NCAA tournament last year. So in postseason play last year, they lost to Oklahoma State 79-75 in the Chesapeake Energy Arena in the first round of the Big 12 championships. And Coach Schneider is in his third year with the Rock Chalk Jayhawks. Trying to get Kansas back to where they where Brandon wants it to be won't be easy, but it will get a little easier with two double-digit scorers returning. Number 3, Jessica Washington, and number 2, Mackenzie Calvert. First of all, Jessica Washington, she wears number 3 for the Jayhawks. Last year, she averaged 17.1 points per ball game for the Hawks, while averaging 2.4 rebounds and 2.7 assists per ball game for the Jayhawks of Kansas. While Miss Mackenzie Calvert averages 10.2 points per ball game, 2.4 rebounds, and 1.2 assists per ball game last year for the Jayhawks of Rock Chalk and Kansas. The Sooners will then head on to the road to face Fort Worth to face the TCU Horned Frogs that last year finished 12-18, 4-14 in Big 12 play. Their head coach is Reagan Pebley. Reagan is a 1997 grad from the University of Colorado. They did also not make the tournament last year, but they made the Big 12 tournament where they lost to rival Texas Tech 76-58 in the first round of the NCAA tournament, or the Big 12 championships. TCU and Coach Pebley are in their fourth year together at TCU. Helping get TCU back where they want to be won't be easy, but it gets a little easier with the double-digit scorer and one that's pretty close to a double-digit scorer returning from last year. The one that is a double-digit scorer, Amy Okenwo, 10.2 points per ball game, 5.5 rebounds, and 1.0 assists per ball game for the TCU Horned Frogs. They also have Jordan Moore returning. She wears number 22. She averages 8.6 points per ball game, 6.8 rebounds, and 0.6 assists per ball game for the Sooners of Oklahoma. Speaking of the Sooners of Oklahoma, the Oklahoma Sooners last year went 22-9, 13-5 in Big 12 play. They lost in the second round of the NCAA tournament, 108-82 to the University of Washington, UW. Their head coach is Sherry Cole, who is in her who is a 1980 grad from Oklahoma Christian University and is now in her 22nd year at Oklahoma. Like we said, getting back to the NCAA tournament won't be easy for the Sooners, but it gets a little easier having not one but two double-digit scorers returning from last year. We'll start with number 23, Maddie Manning, and we'll end with number 0, V's Pierre Louis. We'll start with Maddie Manning, number 23, who averages 12.6 points per ball game for the Sooners last year, 5.4 rebounds, and 2.1 assists per ball game for the Sooners. While they also have number 0, V's Pierre Louis, who averaged 11.9 points per ball game, 7.9 rebounds, and 0.8 assists per ball game for Oklahoma. All right, guys. My name's Harry James. You can find this and all my other videos, previews, and reviews on YouTube. Boomer Sooner 1982 on YouTube. They're also on my Twitter account, @HypeManHarry, and they're on my Facebook account, Harry James Taylor. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and Boomer Sooner, everybody. Thanks for watching. I'm out of here. See ya.